Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. It feels like I've, realistically not uploaded for just one day, 2 days, and suddenly everything has changed in terms of Real Madrid and in terms of just football transfers in general. I mean, before I get into the Real Madrid stuff, what is going on with Moises Caicedo? Is he going to Chelsea? Is he going to Liverpool? What is going on? What's going on with Romeo Lavia? What's going on with Chelsea, with Liverpool? What's going on with Manchester United? Are they going to make more signings? There's so much right now that it's like, oh my god. But of course, this is a Real Madrid channel. We might come back on to talk about football in general. But we've got breaking news. It's bad news all around. So today's video is not going to be particularly positive. It's going to be a quite negative video. But, so be it. That's life. Let's move on. But Thibaut Courtois, as you guys have heard from or by now, has suffered an ACL injury. Now, basically, what an ACL injury? To sum it up, it's a serious injury that will basically take you out for 9-10 months. So, he's probably going to be out until April, which is the best case, apparently, but probably May. So he's probably not going to play the whole season now. So that's good. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Don't, take it seriously. So what's going to happen? What is going to happen? And we're going to deep dive into that. We're also going to talk about Kylian Mbappé as well. Of course, as always. We always talk about him. But the big breaking news that came out yesterday, when I'm recording, is this. Official Courtois has ACL injury. And then Real Madrid put a statement out afterwards, clarifying and confirming the situation. So this is a statement. After the test carried out on our player Thibaut Courtois, he has been diagnosed with a rupture on the anterior cruciate ligament of his left knee. The player will undergo surgery in the coming days. So that's confirmation of an ACL injury to Thibaut Courtois. And after this, lots of rumors came out. Now, firstly, before I continue, I just want to say, get well soon, Courtois. He is such a vital player to this team that I think this is the big loss of the season. I think in terms of getting a keeper, yes, you can go out there, yes, you can get any other keeper, but Thibaut Courtois has proved time and time again why he's one of, if not the best, goalie in the world. So this is not a good sign. So get well soon. Hope you're alright. But this is when news and rumors come in, because look, when you've got a big club like Real Madrid and you've got a big player like Thibaut Courtois who got injured, agents and journalists and clubs will try to get in touch with Real Madrid to try to, make a deal. So here it is, from Aurora 997, who works from Relevo. We talked about him before. We actually read news from him before. So it's not a random outlet, a random source. He has kind of been reliable before, right? So here he is. I think he's one of the few to break this first. So yeah, I suppose it's kind of trustworthy. But just in, Real Madrid will sign a starting goalkeeper. Ancelotti does not trust Lunin. That tells you all you need to know. We've talked about this in the past. I was surprised that Lunin stayed and we didn't go for David Soria, and we'll get on to him later on. But it's always been this Ancelotti does not really trust Lunin's situation. So now that the main keeper is gone, Lunin is probably going to be back up again. He's going to play the first game because you're not going to have enough time to sign a keeper. But Lunin will start against Bilbao. But the plan is to get either Bono and Kepa, who are two options, but there will be more. And then we go up from him again, just in Real Madrid like Bono and Kepa. I'll talk about my opinions on who I think is the best and my opinion on the goalkeepers linked. But then we go up from Carlito Sonda here, Carlos Rodriguez. Not a particularly. It doesn't seem like he's has a high followage, but it doesn't mean he's reliable or not reliable based on that. But Neil, the candidates to replace Courtois are Kepa, Bono, and De Gea. So now David De Gea is in this conversation. Remember, David De Gea is a free agent. He left Manchester United for free, so he is still available, and he is available. And then suddenly from AS, Keylor Navas is a possible option. Like, where the hell did this come from? Where? I have no idea. And then Fabrizio Romano, Mr. Reliable himself, finally spoke. Real Madrid will for sure sign a goalkeeper. So you know what? Definitely it's gonna happen, right? But a bit of an update. A summary. Real Madrid goalkeeper update by Fabrizio Romano. David De Gea has been offered, I suppose, by his agent, by those close to him. Kepa is a possibility, but he's in advanced talks with Bayern Munich. Keylor Navas, an agent, is discussing it. Now that's interesting. In this update, Bono wasn't mentioned, so let's just keep that in mind, right? Let's just keep that in mind. And then suddenly, Jose Felix Diaz, Hugo Lloris was also one of the players offered to Real Madrid. I'm going to tell you how I feel about that later on. And then Sevilla have asked Real Madrid for over 30 million euros for Bono. So what's happened here is that originally it seemed like Sevilla's asking price was 15 million euros. But after seeing Real Madrid come in, they kind of went, okay, how about 20? And suddenly, according to Rodrigo Faiz, they want over 30 million euros. Now, I read this somewhere, I'm not so sure if it's true, but apparently Bono has a release clause of 50 million euros. I'm not so sure. If anyone knows if that's valid, let me know. And then, as of now, lastly, Sevilla have increased their demands for Bono. They're now asking for 30 million euros from ESPN. So, what do we know? Sevilla, they want 30 million euros or more. That's definitely what they want. So, let's just keep that in mind. Personally, my favorite option is if you try to look right, we've got De Gea, Kepa, Bono, Keylor Navas, and Hugo Lloris. 5 keeper choices. As of now, 5 have been linked. There are definitely more. I will include David Sovilla because he's been linked before. My favorite, I really do think that if you can get David De Gea on a free, you go on that boat. I know it's been 8 years since he was last linked, and 8 years since he could have moved. And I know he's in his late 30s, but Bono is 32 as well, isn't he? But I think his wages, he's not going to get as much as he earned at United, nowhere near what he earned at Manchester United. He's probably going to have to come down in his demands to join any team. So for him, it's a win-win because even though he has to come down, he joins Real Madrid, he gets paid anyways, he's not a free agent anymore, he gets to play. I think that's a win for him. And I think it's a win for Real Madrid because you don't have to go out there and spend 35 million euros on a keeper. So for me, De Gea, maybe Bono. Afterwards, I do like the keeper. I do like Yasin Bono. He really, really impressed in the World Cup. And for Sevilla, he has been very, 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 very good as well. I gotta throw in Kylian Navas in third for the nostalgia, for the back in the days, but I'm not convinced. Maybe David Soria next, and then Kepa, but again he's already in advanced talks with Bayern, and they're probably gonna pay quite a chunk of change, aren't they, for him. And like Hugo Lloris, please, he's like 35, 36, like come on, like he's free. I know the hair's free, Lloris is free, but please, 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 just stay out of the hair. I'll take any of the other five. Like, just no, stay out of Lloris. Sorry, I'll take any of the other five except for Hugo Lloris. Like, that's just that. So, in terms of the goalkeeping situation, as of recording, this is it. Courtois, we know now, injured. Sevilla won over 30 million euros for Bono, and there are a few other options, including De Gea, Keylor Navas, Kepa, David Soria, maybe Hugo Lloris. I don't think so. So that's that. Let's see what happens in the next few days, because Real Madrid are not gonna let this drag on. I think in the next 5, 6, 7 days they will sign a keeper. But all this goalkeeping talk, have we forgotten about one man and one man only? Kylian Mbappé. Let's get on to it. Breaking: Kylian Mbappé does not want to be sold this summer from the Parisian. This broke around the same timing as well, didn't it? Kylian Mbappé is staying at PSG this summer from Le Parisien as well. Breaking: Kylian Mbappé has informed Nasser Al-Khelaifi that he will not leave PSG this summer. And just in, Kylian Mbappé has told PSG that he will stay this summer no matter what. Breaking: Kylian Mbappe's decision is final, he will stay. The saga is over for the summer. Le Parisien. Kylian Mbappé told Nasser Al-Khelaifi on Tuesday, "I'm staying." Nasser Al-Khelaifi responded that the only way he can return to the first team is by renewing. And then here from IMC Sport, Kylian Mbappé has told PSG he has decided to leave for free. That's very interesting. PSG told Mbappé, no renewal, no playing games. Kylian Mbappé remained unmoved. And that's that. A bit of a spoiler for what we're going to talk about later, but yeah. So, Mbappé stays at PSG. Expected? Absolutely. I think for Real Madrid to have not put that bid in by this point kind of shows. Now whether Real Madrid and Mbappé have an agreement is anyone's guess, but let's see what happens with this one, because this is getting interesting. Because 6 months is a long time. Is Kylian Mbappé going to change his mind? First up, is he going to renew and change his mind? Because that's the biggest play. Because if he changes his mind, that's it. That's over. If he's not, and he's going to leave for free, is he going to choose Real Madrid? Because Liverpool, if they can sign Mbappé for free, they would. Man City, they would. Man United, they would. Chelsea, they would. Barcelona would try, but they probably can't. Everyone would try. So, what is going to happen here? Because there's two risks. Either he signs a contract or he signs for another team on a pre-contract agreement. So I think for Real Madrid to not put in even a single bid, even if it's like 100 million euros, to not put in even a single bid to try to tempt PSG is risky. Especially considering Perez and Real Madrid really, really want him. But let's see what happens. Like I said, a bit of a spoiler earlier. On breaking, Arda Güler is set to undergo knee surgery from Mario Cortegana. And also one last piece of news. Arda Güler, 6 weeks out post-surgery, from Mario Cortegana. So he'll be out for a month and a half. He'll be back about October. So again, like I said earlier on, get well soon to Arda Güler as well. 2 players out now. Arda Güler for a month and a half, Courtois for the rest of the season. So things are not looking great. But let's hope that there will be further updates coming along. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on Real Madrid's keeper options to replace Courtois for the season. Also on Mbappé and Arda Güler. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like, subscribe to ensure it's on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.